Well, Pat, get ready for a heck of a race here. This Stanford crew is the real deal. They beat Washington by a length last week at the Windermere. Their time was only a second slower than Cal's time in that same regatta. They did not race each other. This is probably one of the best crews that Stanford has had in a long time. These are two of the oldest programs on the West Coast. And due respect to our Eastern and our Midwestern friends, the California bias would say that these two schools are the best private university and the best public university in the country. We're ready for the start. Stanford has been rowing since 1890 or 1894. University started in 1891. Cal started in 1868. It's been rowing since 1870. Stanford has never won this regatta, but they've got a superb varsity, and this will be one heck of a race. They're going to be on Stanford's left side. They will be seeing another Cal boat, but it's principally going to be a race between lanes 1 and lane 2. Cal in lane 1, two of the oldest programs on the West Coast. And this is essentially, it's going to be one heck of a race.
Congratulations. We're underway, and the boats are approaching the 500-meter mark. We'll get our first split. We've got some really growing programs over in these Purdue, Temple, and UC Davis programs as well. Temple rowing out of Philadelphia. UC Davis up there on Lake Natoma, beautiful spot to be rowing. At 500 meters, it's a boat race. Stanford leading by about 4 seats over Cal A, followed by Cal B, Temple, Purdue, and UC Davis. Looks like this is quickly dividing up into 3 separate races. Stanford and Cal A in lanes 2 and 1 respectively. Cal B and Purdue in lanes 3 and 4. And Temple and UC Davis in the third tier running in lanes 5 and 6. These boats are moving very quickly down the course. This will be the fastest final of the day, bar none. If yesterday's results are any predictor, we'll be well under 6 minutes, probably somewhere in the 5:45 to 5:50 range, which were times unheard of in the last generation. Better training methods, better materials. We're coming into 1,000 already. Can you believe how quickly this race is going? At 1,000 meters, Stanford with 4 seats over California, followed by Cal B about a length down to that group. Cal B about a length over Purdue, followed by Temple and UC Davis. So we have a bit of an upset underway here. The Stanford varsity in rowing in lanes 2 with a lead that they've maintained since the beginning over the Cal A boat in lane 1, followed by Cal B in lane 3, then Purdue, Temple, and UC Davis. We're about 800 meters to go. 3 strike that, 2 very, very strong crews being chased down by a third strong crew. 2 is leading. That's Stanford. Stanford at the 7:50 to go, maintaining a slight margin over California. California seems to have moved up about 2 seats. It's a very close race as we approach 700 meters to go. The Cardinal rowing in lane 2, white jerseys. cardinal blades, white tips. The Golden Bears in lane 1, the defending champions 7 years past in this Copley Cup at the San Diego Crew Classic. We're now coming up to the last marker, 500 meters to go. At 500 meters, it's Stanford with 5 seats over California. They're open water over the rest of the field, followed by California B, Temple, Purdue, and UC Davis. Temple's overtaken Purdue. We're now down to 400 meters to go. The Golden Bears in lane 1, the Stanford Cardinal in lane 2. An ancient rivalry going on here. Stanford pushing California. California seeing if they can eke back from that deficit position. It's Stanford in lane 2. We're about 250 to go. Black flag at the 250 mark is now being crossed. These crews are fighting it out for the last 250. They're sprinting for the finish. It's Stanford with about 3 seats on California. California making a strong move on the inside. Stanford looking solid. Can they hold them off? Stanford and Cal. Golden Bears chasing the Cardinal. Unofficially, it's an upset. It's Stanford University. They are the real deal, as Martin said. The Cal Varsity B A-boat running second, Cal B running third. We'll wait for the rest of the boats to finish to get the official results in the men's Copley Cup Grand Final. If these results are official, this will be the first time that Stanford University has won the Copley Cup in the 33-year history of the event, and would mark an upset of California's 7-year perfect record of winning the Copley Cup.